Yeah, I think let's rewind a bit before I died on this hill.
Many Singaporeans and foreigners say that Singapore is a land of concrete. But here we are at Changi Point Ferry Terminal. We're gonna take a boat to Pulau Ubin and show you the other side of Singapore. Let's go. Wait, but before that, let's go eat. So we are now heading towards the ferry terminal after our scrumptious lunch. But it's quite amazing though, if you get to see like Pulau Ubin is like still retains some of the olden Singapore's vibe. Okay, now we are still walking towards the terminal. I think we could take that side, but yeah, just my navigation, we went to the other direction.
Pulau Ubin, a quiet island just off the coast of Singapore, where time seems to stand still. Once bustling with granite quarries in the 19th and 20th century, this island played a key role in Singapore's early development. Granite from Ubin was used to build roads, buildings, and even old causeway to Malaysia. At its peak, Pulau Ubin was home to thousands of residents, mostly quarry workers and their families, living in kampongs surrounded by dense forests. But when quarrying came to a stop in the 1970s, people slowly left, and the island grew quiet. Today, only a handful of villages remain, and yet Ubin thrives, not only as an industrial hub, but also as a sanctuary of nature. From the rich ecosystem of Chek Jawa to the wild boars, hornbills, and the rusting wooden houses, Pulau Ubin is a rare glimpse into what Singapore used to be. Stepping onto this island is like stepping into the past, and in a fast-moving city, that makes Pulau Ubin truly special.
Here at Pulau Ubin, as you can see, there's a lot of greeneries and nature right here compared to the city landscape. And then you can see there's a lot of like olden kampong houses right here, which is something that is very rare in Singapore except for the Hougang or Buangkok kampong, which I'll show in the future video. And welcome to Pulau Ubin. Let's go and look at some special things that you cannot see in Singapore. So now we are here at Pulau Ubin, and there's a lot of different kind of things. There's these taxi van services, which this bus-like structure runs only in Pulau Ubin, and it's a very fascinating thing where you can choose to ride whether the taxi here, or you can choose to cycle around the island. So this island is quite big. There's a lot of places and stuff you can do. You can do fishing, you can do kayaking, and many much things that, let's say, locals, mainland Singapore doesn't offer the better scenery. So I rented a bike, and apparently this uncle stayed here for like 70 plus years, and it's quite a good site. We rented it. So we will be taking this bicycle and riding around Pulau Ubin to explore different areas. So yeah, let's go ahead. I don't know if this works, but yeah, I should try. So this is us taking a bicycle trip journey down Pulau Ubin. And yeah, here is the taxi. Okay, I'm trying to balance it with one hand. And apparently there's a lot of restaurant here. I searched through Google Maps saying that the restaurant was closed. So oh shit, there's a taxi coming in. Okay, yeah, we have to stop for it. So it will be a very interesting journey where I will try to balance with one hand and going into the area. So what we'll be doing is we will be going in to Pulau Ubin to go to the maybe the Chek Jawa wetland reserve and see what we can find inside. Wait, let's not my bike. Okay. So, after traveling 3.6 km all the way from the mainland in Pulau Ubin, we arrived to Chek Jawa wetlands. And as you can see, I wasn't wearing the correct attire to come to cycle. Yeah, and we're gonna park our bike there and we're gonna walk towards in the Chek Jawa wetlands. Yes. So now we are at Chek Jawa wetlands. I mean, we are gonna go there pretty soon to the viewing jetty. Like it's right there. So this is the information kiosk. Yeah, sorry. So as you can see, there's a lot of like history of the Chek Jawa, and we are basically here near towards the coastal reef. And to see the coastal rubber, we need to go towards the viewing area, which is right around here. So we need to go further in. Yeah, there's a vending machine here if anyone will want to drink. So we need to make our way in, a 240-meter in. That was pretty tiring because there's a lot of like trail cycle ahead and it wasn't very easy to ride with our bike as our bike condition was like pretty bad. So as we walk further in, you can slowly see the viewing jetty is right around there. So this is really an interesting place to explore, where Singapore, mainland Singapore, is pretty much concrete now. You can have some areas like the treetop walk and stuff, but here is a place where you get to get closer towards how older Singapore lifestyle is like, because you get to see Kampong and you get to see all these kind of structures. I would say that this kind of structure is pretty new, but once you go further down, you get to see a lot of different kind of kampongs and stuff. So that's pretty interesting. Like, I didn't expect Singapore to have, I mean, I do expect Singapore to have such island, but I do expect to have so many history towards the olden Singapore that us modern generation didn't appreciate it. So we can go inside the visitor center. Okay, this place is pretty retro. Okay, we are here at the viewing jetty. As you can see, this place is amazing. Reminds me of Lazarus Island and St. John Island, but I can't believe Singapore preserve such places. But there are some articles saying that Singapore want to redevelop this area, but there's a lot of petitions saying that they want to preserve this part of Singapore. Oh, okay, thank you. Apparently there's a monkey that is pretty aggressive right here. One of the visitor passed me a stick to protect ourselves. So I believe that I'll use this one to learn how to defend myself. Yeah, I can see that monkey is literally right there. So I will, as a safety precaution, I will not go further down. Because I have to protect myself with this stick and I don't trust myself with this stick. Okay, so we can just explore pretty much here. You can see the area where mainland Singapore is pretty much there, and you can see here are all the mangroves. Can't you believe that Singapore was part of Singapore was built on top of this mangroves area? It's pretty interesting. Yeah, so this is the viewing jetty. Okay, now we'll slowly head back and we'll cycle back all the way back to the main part of Pulau Ubin, and during this time we'll show you all the B-roll that we took during the entire duration. Yeah.
Chek Jawa, one of Singapore's richest natural treasures, tucked away in the eastern part of Pulau Ubin. But this place wasn't always meant to stay in the wild. In 2001, the government had plans to reclaim the land for development. That all changed when nature lovers and scientists discovered just how special this place truly is. Chek Jawa is home to 6 different ecosystems in one small area, from mangroves and seagrass lagoons to coral rubbles and coastal forests. It's one of the rare places in Singapore where you can find sea stars, mudskippers, and even seahorses in one spot. Thanks to the massive public outcry and passionate efforts by volunteers and experts, The government eventually decided to cancel the reclamation plans, a rare and powerful moment in Singapore conservation history. Today, Chek Jawa remains protected and open to the public. Pulau Ubin and Chek Jawa remind us that not everything needs to change. In preserving these places, we hold on to our roots, to the nature, stories, and quiet moments that shape us. Sometimes, the most precious things are the ones we left untouched. Thank you for watching Exploring with Rayson. I hope you all enjoyed this video and subscribe if you need to.